This is the greatest bank heist you never heard of. $160 million gone. No alarms, no weapons, just vanished. Maybe you ever heard of crime so perfect. It left no evidence, no fingerprints, no DNA, just a hole in the ground and an empty vault. But what if I told you they spent months digging under the bank, right under the police's noses? And what if I told you that to this day the mastermind was never caught? Before we get into how they pulled this off, you need to understand just how insane this heist really was. Because this was not just any bank. This was Banco Central in Fortaleza, one of Brazil's most important financial institutions. $160 million in cash, not digital transfers, not gold bars, literal stacks of banknotes, 3.5 tons of money sitting in the vault. And this place was built like a fortress. The vault was buried underground, reinforced with 1.1 meters of solid concrete, thicker than most nuclear bunker. And even if someone got inside, there were motion detectors, heat sensors, and security guards watching the perimeter 24/7. So, how do you rob a bank that's practically impenetrable? Simple, you don't break in, you go under. As you probably guessed, this was not some last-minute grab and smash. These guys spent 3 months digging a tunnel straight under the bank. And believe me, it was not just any tunnel. It was a 78-meter tunnel. Reinforced walls, air ventilation, electrical lighting. This thing was a masterpiece. And here's the best part. No one suspecting a thing. Because they had a perfect cover. Right across from a Banco Central, they rented a building and set up a fake landscaping business. Bags of soil, plants, a nice little storefront. Looked totally legit. But behind closed doors, they were moving 4 tons of earth by hands. And then, one weekend, it was time to strike. They broke through the floor. And what they found was piles and piles of cash, 3.5 tons of Brazilian banknotes. But there was one big problem, a problem they did not even realize at the time. There was too much money and not enough time. Stack after stack, bag after bag, they tried to take it all. But 3 tons of cash. That's not something you move in a hurry. By the time they left, millions of dollars were still sitting in that vault. Money they could get stolen. But despite all the challenges, the Chivas pulled off the impossible. $160 million, all gone, and they vanished, seemingly without a trace. I think that now you really want to know how most criminals get caught. It's not the plan, it's what happens after. One of these guys walks into a dealership, slaps down a stack of cash and drives off in a brand new Ferrari. No joke, no explanation, just pure flex. Yeah, that did not go unnoticed. Then another guy starts bragging. He tells the wrong person, and the police start listening. And then, the biggest mistake of all, some of the stolen money starts showing up in circulation. So, one by one, the police starts closing in. But there was something even they could not figure out. They recovered some of the money, but not all of it. The police arrested over 40 people. Some got sentenced, some flipped. But here's where it gets crazy. To this day, $80 million is still missing. Gone, vanished, no paper trail, no bodies. Nothing. And a few of the original gang members completely disappear. No arrests, no leads, just gone. But here's the part no one like talk about. What if I told you someone on the inside was involved? There are rumors, unofficial of course, that the police officers, maybe even bank employer, knew what was happening and let it happen. Think about it. No alarms, no guards responding, a bank vault sitting underground for an entire weekend untouched. Did the chiefs have inside help? Or was someone even higher up protecting them? Because here's where things take an even darker turn. One of the chiefs was found dead. His name was Antonio Josevan Alves dos Reis, one of the key players of Heist. A year after the robbery, he was murdered. Accident? Or was he silenced? And here the part still haunts investigators. Some believe the true mastermind was never caught. That someone somewhere is still out there, sitting on millions. So, was this heist pulled off by a group of ordinary criminals? Or was there someone more powerful, protecting them all along? Tell me, what do you really think happened? Was this the perfect crime? Or did someone make sure the truth would never come out? Drop your theories in the comments. Let's crack this case together. And of course, watching my new videos.